Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ag Ventures Business Pitches. We are live streaming, so I want to thank the parents and board members and anyone who couldn't personally be here to watch and encourage and support the students that are going to be presenting on stage. So before I get started, I want to welcome you guys, and I just want to do our Indigenous welcome. So here at Lakeland College, we acknowledge that the land we gather on is the traditional homeland, hunting, ceremonial gathering places of the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit. The Plains Cree, Woodland Cree, Saulteaux, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, and Nakota Sioux people have practiced their culture and languages on Treaty 6 and Métis Region 2 territories for generations, and were the original caretakers of this land. Many First Nation, Métis, Inuit people call this land home today and have so done for millennia. We would like to acknowledge the history we have created together on this land and be thankful for the opportunity to walk together side by side in friendship, learning from our past, promoting positive relations for the past, at present, and future. So welcome to our 9th annual Ag Venture Business Plan presentations. Out of just curiosity, those of you who are in the crowd here, how many of you have written and completed a full business plan? All my students should be putting their hands up. Yes. Good job. I, Shustin DeYoung, and Jackie Schwartz are both the business instructors to these lovely students here tonight, and I've worked along these 59 students that you're going to see tonight, and now who can add that accomplishment to their resumes. So a round of applause. Each group has taken a business concept to a comprehensive professional plan. We hope you enjoy your time with us this afternoon as our students give you a snapshot of their innovative, truly innovative business ideas. They've worked really hard on them. If they've piqued your interest, Jackie and I and the students invite you to join us at Spurs after the presentation so that they can talk to you more if you're interested in their business plans. Along with us tonight, I want you guys to join us in welcoming our guest judges today to award the students with prizes that will be awarded at Spurs' little after party. So our first judge is Jessica Emmett. Jessica was born and raised in the Vermilion area and earned her degree in rangeland and wildfire sciences from the University of Alberta. She began instructing here in Lakeland College in 2016 and worked across various programs within the School of Agriculture Sciences. Not only is she a faculty member, but she also helps run a mixed crop cow-calf operation south of Vermilion, all while raising 2 super cute children. Our second judge is Mabon Grindy. Mabon is a wife to Brad and a mom to 3 boys. Her family operates a grain farm just south of Lavoie. She spends her workday supporting faculty and programs here at Lakeland College, and the rest of her time cooking and driving kids around the province to 4-H and sporting events. She loves being outside in a canoe, skis, or just walking, and adores her chickens, her Burmese mountain dog, and her garden. Our last judge for tonight is Darla Stepanek. Darla is an extroverted accountant who has a rich background in finance, agriculture, and education. She has served in various finance roles as a faculty member before assuming her current position as our Associate Dean of Agriculture for Lakeland College. Alongside her academic career, Darla and her husband actively manage a grain operation just south of Vermilion, which serves to deepen her connection in the ag industry. Can you guys give applause to our judges for their time here with us? So as I mentioned, there are prizes. So the students know what's up for grabs, but for the rest of you guys, of these business plans, we have 3 prizes. The first one is Piece of the Pie. This is awarded to the business the judges would most like to be a part of. The second award is Takes the Cake, awarded to the most outstanding presentation. And the third prize is Outside the Box, so awarded to the most unique and original business plan idea. So, a little more things. Before we get underway, I want to do a little quick housekeeping. We ask that when you would only enter the theater when no one is presenting on stage. We do have a quick turnaround today, just the vast number of presentations we have. Given somewhere in the middle after the first 10, we're probably going to have a little 10 to 15 minute break, just depending on what we have for time. So again, if you're needing to leave the theater, try and do so kind of in between presentations if you don't mind. Please shut off your phones or turn them on to silent. Feel free to use video or flash photography to capture some of your favorite moments on stage. Lastly, washrooms are just outside the door to our left. And if for any reason of an emergency requiring us to exit the theater, the closest muster point is the parking lot in front of Alumni Hall. Okay? Now that I have all that covered, we would like to introduce our first business pitch, Agritourism Adventures.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep on following me down this way. Here we are in Australia. They run Brahma cattle. As you look up there, you can see them on the range. There's Jackie with the cattle. Go say hi to her. And then we come down here into the handling system. This is where all the vaccinations are done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a tour done by Agritourism Adventures. Hi, I'm Luke Poliski, and I am your tour coordinator.
I'm Ellen Holmes, and I'm the finance coordinator.
I'm Tracy Edmondson, and I'm the marketing coordinator. At Agritourism Adventures, we offer global farm tours for people involved or interested in agriculture to tour the world with a specific tailoring to their interest. We are unique in the fact that we are able to indulge in hands-on advocacy.
Our mission is to provide travelers with a unique combination of agriculture and adventure, where hands-on farm experiences meet outdoor exploration. We aim to build a community across different countries that supports agriculture and tourism. For our vision, we want to create an agriculture tourism around the globe that supports sustainable practices, fosters education, and promotes global collaboration between producers.
For our project need, we're asking for $30,000 to source and partner with sustainable producers worldwide, to build our website, to get our travel agent certifications, and to develop a marketing and advertising plan.
For our customer ID, we will be focusing on agriculture enthusiasts with a passion for travel. We are very fortunate in the fact that we can pull customers from all across the globe. Simply put, our product is global farm tours. When it comes to our price, unfortunately, it's not as simple. We base all of our pricing off of 21-day tours, but since we are going to different locations every time, and fuel, flight, and accommodations are constantly changing to whichever country we go to, we do not have a base rate. However, we calculate all of the expenses for each trip beforehand, and the customers will pay us a lump sum before their tour, and we will handle everything on the way. Included in this lump sum will be $1,000 per person, which will go as profit to the business, which will be utilized to pay for Luke's travel costs, as well as keep the business growing and running. Since we are operating remotely, our main form of a place will be a website. This will be where customers can look back on previous tours, interact with us, and book their future adventures. For promotions, we will be focusing mainly on social media, specifically Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to stay up with the trends. We will also be heading to agriculture trade shows and placing ads in agriculture magazines. This is an example of a social media post or something that could be put into an agriculture magazine.
For our operation plan, we operate year-round with scheduled breaks between each tour for my team and I to get ready for the next. As well, we max out at 20 participants per tour. This is for myself to keep things running smoothly and professionally. We also have established relationships. This goes as far as hosts, hotels, and airlines, and there will be no inventory needed as accommodations will be temporary.
On this slide, we go over our first 3 years' finances. In year one, we offer 3 tours. We have an ROA of 328% with a net income of $5,108. By year 2, we're now offering 4 different trips. We have an ROI of 370% with a net income of $21,070. ROI drops in year 2 due to us increasing our wages. By year 3, we are now offering 5 different tours. We have an ROI of 461% with a net income of $31,929. By year 3, we are now drawing wages of $5,000 per person with medical and benefits on top. Our ROIs are high due to our low initial investments. So now, who would like to come touring with us? We would now like to open the floor for any questions. Yes, Justin. So where in the world do we think that offering tours would offer the most impact? To start with, we would go to Australia simply because they are very forward-thinking with lots of sustainable practices. But in saying that, we could also go to the States, to parts of Europe, and we would also like to expand into South America simply because every part of the world has different sustainable practices that work for them. So this is something that people can go to where they choose and take what they think is important or valuable to them back home. Oh,
Darla?
Darla?
Well, her question was how big the groups would be if it's 5 to 30. I did mention before, we max out at 20 participants. This way it's a lot more manageable, and if we keep it a touch lower, then we're able to be like way more personal, and they can have more hands-on experiences and such like that. That being said, if our tours don't sell out to 20, we will take up to 8 to 10.
Every year, hundreds of livestock producers across the country are severely impacted by crisis situations, from floods and fires to disease outbreaks, and the list goes on. And a lot of you will be sitting here in the audience thinking, that'll never happen to me. Until it does. This was my family dairy farm in early October of 2020, and we never thought it would happen to us. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cassidy Portis, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Emergency Agriculture Response. With me today, we have Ayla Kendall-Price, our Chief Operating Officer, and Tanner Renka, our Chief Financial Officer. Here at Emergency Agriculture Response, our mission is simple: to provide fast, efficient, and effective crisis management solutions for the agriculture industry. The Canadian agriculture sector is the backbone of our country's economy, but it's also highly vulnerable to unexpected challenges and risks, such as disease outbreaks and those that I listed earlier. These crisis situations often leave producers scrambling for solutions, but that's where we come in. We work to bridge the gap between crisis and recovery, ensuring that producers are able to navigate these crisis situations with the right tools, the right resources, and most importantly, our expertise. Today, the three of us are going to be showing you why Emergency Agriculture Response is not just some other service that's available in the agriculture industry, but an essential investment in the future and sustainability of Canada's agriculture sector.
The Emergency Agriculture Response Team will make strategic investments to make this a fully operational nationwide service. For our first year, we're securing $250,000 in funding. That's $100,000 in capital investments and $150,000 in loans. The chart here shows how we'll allocate these funds. With additional funding, we can build a more reliable, better industry for livestock producers.
Our target customers are livestock producers of all sizes who are facing high-risk emergencies with limited immediate support. The two groups we have identified are dairy operations, cow-calf operations, purebred operations facing biosecurity threats, disease outbreaks, production disruptions, and a multitude of potentially devastating crisis events. The second group we have identified are poultry, small ruminant, and swine operations that are needing rapid response for instances of disease such as avian flu, feed shortages, and extreme weather impacts. The North American livestock industry is valued over at $50 billion annually, with producers losing millions of dollars each year due to disease outbreaks, supply chain failures, and extreme weather events. By filling the gap, we are positioned to become an essential part of the livestock industry's risk management strategy. Our marketing strategy is designed to follow livestock producers all across the country, wherever they operate. By attending trade shows, industry conferences, we can directly engage with producers and agribusiness leaders. Additionally, partnership with producer associations will allow us to collaborate with livestock organizations to advance industry adoption. Finally, digital outreach and advertising will allow us to have the opportunity to engage on targeted campaigns on producers' network, social media, and agricultural publication. By leveraging these channels, we'll build strong brand visibility and direct producer engagement, driving adoption and long-term growth.
Looking at the numbers, in 2025, we project $600,000 in revenue with a net profit of $255,000. By 2027, that number jumps to $850,000 in revenue with a net profit of $355,000. Over the next 2 years, we also anticipate securing an additional $235,000 in investments while having a loan balance of $200,000. With an ROI of 154% in 2025, emergency agriculture response is not just profitable, it's a high-yield, scalable investment that ensures financial security and long-term stability in the industry.
Every livestock producer is just one crisis situation away from significant financial loss and the potential of devastating their farming operations. In early October of 2020, my family had to become another statistic you read about online, another headline you see in the newspaper, and another item of gossip at your local Tim Hortons. It was through much struggle and with very little guidance that it took my family almost 2 years to finally bring our cows home and get to where we are today. Now is the time, more than ever, to invest in a smarter, more resilient livestock industry. We now ask you all to join us in protecting the future of Canada's agriculture sector. We would like to thank you for your time and now open the floor to any questions or comments. Justin? Okay, so the question was, what is our order of operations essentially for basically the first hour that we have someone deployed to the crisis event or the site of crisis? So I can answer this question. Within the first hour, of course, we'll have a regional representative arrive on site. This regional representative will have had previous experience dealing with said crisis situation. They're able to deploy the industry and service providers that we contract with. So let's say, in my case, we had a fire, we had dead stock removal. Our service provider or our representative will be able to come out and source out and contract these people that are able to house your cows, that are able to work with dead stock removal and work with the demolition of the site and whatever need be. It's very situational dependent. Does this answer your question? Jackie?
Yeah, it's the multiple $1 million producers lose annually.
Darla? So our CFO, Tanner Renka, can answer this question.
So the question was, how do we make money? Our business makes money in 2 ways. The first is emergency service fees, where farmers pay during and post-crisis. And the second way is through government and industry partnerships, where we contract with farm insurance and service providers. Does this answer your question?
Hey Stephanie, I have a bull sale coming up and I have no good pictures.
Oh no, do you want photos like these?
Yes, do you know someone that can help me?
Good afternoon, everyone. We are excited to introduce Horizon Herd Marketing, a company dedicated to helping agriculture businesses stand out with impactful marketing and design. Our online platform serves clients across Canada, specializing in professional photography, graphic design, and digital content creation that is all tailored to the agriculture sector. Our backgrounds in the agriculture industry help us combine expertise with modern marketing techniques to bridge the gap between tradition and innovation. Our goal is to help farmers and agribusinesses tell their unique stories in a way that resonates with their intended audience. Our team consists of 3 equal owners, myself, Stephanie Muserly, handling human resources and public relations.
Trinity Andrews, specializing in photography and finance.
Maddie Webster, specializing in photography and advertising. Our slides are not working. We're supposed to be on a different slide, just so we know. So we decided that... Okay, we decided that a $5,000 line of credit was essential for our business, as we already have the assets and the skills to run smoothly. We also decided that networking within the industry was necessary for our business, as we can grow relationships with potential customers. Horizon Herd's demographic is farmers and ranchers looking to grow their business while still telling their story. We are dedicated in helping our customers stand out in a growing market. Our strategies are within the social media platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, where we will post content and engaging videos to attract attention. We also will be looking for sponsorships within the area at local events such as cattle shows, junior events, and publications and producer catalogs. Lastly, word of mouth will be the largest form of advertisement for our company.
So for our pricing, we offer 4 different packages. Our first one is a mini session for $275 for 50 edited photos and 1 advertisement. A full session for $350 for 75 to 150 edited photos and 2 advertisements. A design package for $1,100 for 2 advertisements and a catalog design. And then our last one is a show package for $825 for 5 to 10 pedigree signs, 1 advertisement, and a banner or farm sign. All of these services we also offer individually. So for our finances, for year 1, we're projecting to make close to $24,000 with revenues of $7,743 with a net income of $16,000. Year 2, we're expecting to make around $15,000, and then year 3, $17,000. So for our yearly sales growth, we're expecting to remain the same around all 3 years for each quarter. So quarter 1, we're expecting to be generally pretty slow. Quarter 2, we're expecting a jump as people are getting ready for spring and summer shows. Quarter 3, we're expecting to level out again. And then quarter 4, we're expecting another jump as people be getting ready for bull sales.
We would encourage you to scan the QR code on the screen behind me, as we have provided a portfolio to show you what we are capable of. We look very forward to helping you bridge the gap between tradition and innovation, and thank you so much for your time and attention. We would now like to open the floor for any questions.
Shustin?
So I would say our biggest competitor right now would be Borson's Marketing, and we stand out from them because we also do like ads and stuff, as in Borson's do not provide that service for their customers, and we also provide catalogs as they do as well, but we're hoping we will stand out and excel in that sector. Does that answer your question? Jackie? We decided word of mouth would be one of the largest forms of advertisement for our company because we all know farmers love the talk, and once you get your name out there, it will just spread, because if you are good at your job, everybody will know who you are. Does that answer your question? Yes, Darla?
We are actually going to try to be an online market and have an online platform, so like a website. And then we also, so I'm from Manitoba, so I would take care of Manitoba, Maddie would take care of Ontario, and then Trinity would take care of like southern Saskatchewan. And then we would also travel if needed. Does that answer your question?
A family farm is more than just land. It's a legacy, built over decades, sometimes centuries, carved out with calloused hands, sacrifice, and sleepless nights. But what happens when no one is prepared to take it over?
At Next Gen Succession, we specialize in guiding family farms through this complex process with succession planning. It's your farm, your legacy, and we're here to make it happen at Next Gen Succession. I'm Cheyenne Schwangler, the CEO and 40% shareholder of the company, and I will be specializing in guiding conversations with clients, organizing the operation, and serving as the primary point of contact.
I'm Lexi Perosny, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Marketing with a 30% ownership. My role includes building and maintaining the company's brand while ensuring it resonates with the agriculture community.
I'm Grace Churchill, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Finance, and my role in the company is to organize the financial side of the business by working with lawyers and accountants.
Our mission at Next Gen Succession is to navigate farmers through the succession planning process with professional guidance, tools, and knowledge with the goal of preserving their agricultural legacy. Our vision is committed to a future where farmers of all ages are able to experience a seamless transition between generations through strategic and sustainable succession planning processes.
Our services include personalized consultations, financial and legal coordination through external resources, mediation, ongoing communication during and post-transition, along with educational workshops. We emphasize the importance of personalized consultations because we understand that no two farm families are the same. Our current pricing is $200 per hour, which reflects our new to the industry experience.
For our target market, we will be mainly focusing on farmers and ranchers aged 18 to 75. These are people that work on or own family-owned or multi-generational operations. Our clients are going to be people that value preserving their legacy and planning for the future.
Next Gen Succession is seeking a $30,000 one-year operating loan to cover the essential startup costs such as digital infrastructure, supplies, and software to enhance our operational efficiency. This will also help us start or secure an office space in Leduc, Alberta, which is central to all three shareholders, as 72% of Leduc County is occupied by agriculture. This will allow us to expand our operation. Also, we will need a contribution of $6,000 from each shareholder so they can start out their equity.
Our marketing strategies effectively combine professionalism with emotional connection to reach the agriculture community. In the future, we hope to attend trade shows such as AgriTrade and speaking events to broaden our client base. On social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, we reinforce our message of empowering futures while preserving legacies. Our website blends consistent branding with emotional storytelling to symbolize transition planning as a passage of knowledge and responsibility. With these marketing tactics, we believe that Next Gen Succession is building a trusted presence in the farming community.
For our finances, we've outlined our next 3 years of growth. So in year one, we're going to start out with a $30,000 first year operating loan, and this loan is just going to help us cover any initial expenses that our owner's contributions cannot fully fund. We anticipate to have this loan fully paid off in the fourth quarter of our first year, and our first year's projected ROI is going to be 69%. In year two, with that loan fully paid off, our ROI is projected to be 308%, and then our remaining income that we make that year will be reinvested into the company, and we will use that to cover any unexpected expenses. In year three, as we gain more traction in the industry, we will have a projected ROI of 631%, and this is because we will have more client portfolios and we will be speaking at more conferences and workshops.
Succession planning isn't just about passing down the farm, it's about securing a legacy. We're here to help that process move faster and more effective. We want to make sure that your farm's story continues. Who's ready to start the conversation? We would now like to open the floor to any questions. Justin. So the question was, why did we decide to start this business? And I can answer this question. So after seeing and going to a couple conferences about succession planning and seeing the real need for them as like there's only like 30% of farmers that are actually doing them. And in the next couple of years, the next generation is going to have to step up and take over. So we're just trying to fill that gap in the agricultural industry. Does this answer your question? Yes. So your question was about our target market and like our age gap between that 18 and 75 range, and how why we're kind of meeting that dynamic and who's going to meet or going to make those decisions. So I'll go ahead and answer this question. So with succession planning, there is a range of people that are involved. So it can be like depends on your operation. If your grandparents are still involved in it, they're going to have a lot of the play and like the ending decision-making process, as well as those families and possibly the grandchildren. So everybody who is in the succession plan, or planning on being in the farm, needs to be involved in these type of conversations. So that's why we're kind of meeting that age range, if that makes sense.
Kian, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Brooklyn, I want to fly helicopters.
Hello everyone, I'm Kelsey Weber.
I'm Brooklyn Hemenick.
I'm Kian Lofgren.
And we're Aeroflex Helicopters.
Aeroflex Helicopters is based and located out of Strasbourg, Saskatchewan. Our plan is to service all Saskatchewan, including parts of Alberta. Our services include aerial application as well as custom surveying, and we're a partnership.
Our mission at Aeroflex Helicopters is we are dedicated to providing customized helicopter services that provide safety, flexibility, and customer satisfaction. Our vision is to be the leading provider of personalized helicopter services, taking new standards of safety and flexibility and exceptional customer satisfaction to what is capable at new heights of air travel.
For our project needs, we'll have an initial investment cost of $1 million, and then in our first section, we will have to have a helicopter, a semi, and a trailer. Our helicopter will come with certain modifications as like a spray system and a GPS system, and our semi and trailer will have to have certain requirements so we can transport and land our helicopter on our trailer. Moving into our second section, we'll have to have 2 separate fuel storages, as our helicopter and semi have 2 different types of fuel. And then for our third section, we'll have to have a certain amount of licensing and certification as well as insurance to operate our business properly.
Here we take a look at our first 3 years of our financials. So our net income the first year we are in a loss, but these numbers are just from our income and balance statement, as our cash flow statement shows a $100,000 loan, a $600,000 grant, and a $30,000 owner contribution. So our ROI for the first year is 23.6%. Year 2 and 3, we add on our surveying services, and we will be spraying the maximum amount of acres that we can. So our revenue and our expenses will even out a little bit. But year 2 and 3, we do not have our loan, our grant, or our owner's contribution. So our ROI will be 182% for both year 2 and 3.
Marketing. So what is our plan to get our name to you guys in the crowd? Social media, that'll be our most utilized method of marketing. Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat will be the ways we do that. We'll have a website. Supposed to be super independent, easy to use. Farmers should navigate it well enough. By the time the farmer feels a need to contact us, we should have the information, the location, the crop they want sprayed, and the day they want it sprayed. And then we'll be at trade shows, local ones, just specifically for farmer interaction. And if you come and meet us, we'll have in-person promotions. And then here's just an example of what one of our ads would look like.
For our customer ID, our first year of production, we will be just focusing on agriculture producers. So that's just your local farmers with pesticide, herbicide, fungicide, and fertilizer spraying needs. Moving into our second and third year, we'll be expanding to wildlife and land management surveying, which will be just helping with vegetation control and then your odd survey job. And then moving into construction, as well as we'll be partnering with oil mines and mining company, oil rigs and mines, to help transport some of their equipment to remote locations and as well as survey them.
Why choose us? Versatility. With a helicopter, we can adapt to a lot of different situations, like your location and the rate we can do a large amount of acres. Effectiveness, compared to your traditional high clearance sprayer, we don't trample, we don't compact, and we don't risk disease spread. And then just efficiency, when you're comparing to a plane, we can land right at the field, we can monitor field and soil conditions, and we can spray at more accurate rates.
We are excited to have presented Aeroflex helicopters to you. We now open the floor for any questions.
You there? It'd be a LiDAR radar.
So since our helicopter will cost us around $500,000, our grant is pretty much going to cover the cost of our helicopter, and then whatever less will go to like our operating expenses and getting our licensing and certification. Darla?
So the question was, who is our main competition? In some aspects, it would just be crop growth and yield. Like if you have a high yield and you don't want to trample, or if you have a super wet year where you can't actually get your sprayer in there. And then the good thing about a helicopter is we can go anywhere in the province, whereas a plane, you're kind of stuck to an airstrip. But in crops around an airstrip, plane's much more efficient.
We're
so
also
a plane would be.
We're also it's a niche market. There's not too much competition around our area. So with us being able to fly and do their spraying, we're a lot more efficient, and because there's not much competition, we're pretty unique.
Our rate is around $13 an acre. So it's generally higher, but you don't trample that 5%.
Man, I lost 2 cows due to pneumonia this year.
Really? How come? I can see everything off my phone.
Really? How do you do that?
I use Ranch Vitals. It gives me real-time notifications.
Really? Who are they?
Let us introduce ourselves. Hello, we're Ranch Vitals. I'm Taylor Hines. I am one of the co-founders as well as the customer and sales coordinator.
I'm Christina Moffat. I'm a co-founder of Ranch Vitals, and I do production and sales.
Hi, I'm Rain Leibel. I'm also a co-founder of Ranch Vitals, and I operate the marketing division.
What is Ranch Vitals? Ranch Vitals is a livestock managing system with cutting-edge technology that helps monitor your livestock health, welfare, breeding, birthing activity, and location in real time. Ranch Vitals aims to demonstrate the optimization/increase of productivity and sustainability within your operation. This technology will be designed in the future for all livestock industries.
We currently have 3 products that are all Bluetooth connectable and give you real-time notifications. We have a microchip, ear tag, and collar. We have a user-friendly app and website that is designed for ease of use for all generations. We also have subscriptions for non-product users that allows them to put in their collected data. We are currently focusing on bovine and equine industries. We have a microchip that is available for insertion, an RFID ear tag, and a collar where you will be able to put your microchip into the box when you do not want to insert a microchip to your animal. We are going to be showing samples of ear tags. We also have an app that is going to give you notifications, data, and storage. We currently require marketing where we will be promoting our product, connecting with our customers, and we also require a startup loan of $25,000 where it will go towards app development and product testing.
So currently the pricing of our products sits at $50 per unit for our microchips, $35 per unit for our ear tags, and $30 per unit for our collars. We chose these prices because they're both competitive and affordable in comparison to similar products within the industry. As for our promotion, we'll be conducting it through both digital and traditional marketing, such as through social media content, posters, and trade shows. Here's an example of what one of our social media posts could look like. This one would be advertising us attending a horse expo this year. As for where you can purchase our product, you can find it through our website where we will be utilizing just-in-time shipping, which will help our company reduce the risk of leftover inventory and other unnecessary expenses. You can also find our product at livestock exhibitions, including both equine and bovine, as well as other agricultural events where we will be demonstrating or conducting demonstrations and info sessions to help our consumers gain a better understanding and knowledge of how they can implement their products and our products into their operations. We conducted projections of our finances over the first 3 years of our business. This is an example of what our income statement would look like for year one, demonstrating our revenue, expenses, and income. For year one, we expect a net income of just over $185,000 with a return on investment of 452%. For year two net income, we expect to have a net income of just over $207,000 with an ROI of 9,021%. And finally, for year three, we expect a net income of just under $221,000 with an ROI of 4,960%.
Why you should integrate our product into your operation. Number one, it invests in your animal's health and welfare. Number two, it enhances the efficiency of your operation by having the data in one place for better decision making. Number three, it decreases the physical labor for the producer as they don't have to go and check their cows as much as they can just use the app to see. And lastly, it creates a more sustainable practice in the operation as I said before, the data is in one place. Thank you. We open the floor to questions. Yes, Justin.
Sure. So the difference with our product in comparison to things such as cameras or similar products is one, you don't have to be looking at the cameras. Whether you're looking at your phone or not, you will feel the vibration of the alert. So even if you aren't looking at it, you will still be made aware of it. And you won't have to, like we mentioned before, you get the alert, so it decreases your physical labor as you won't have to go out like with other products where you have to use a scanner for the microchip or anything. Again, you don't have to do that because everything is stored right on your phone with our app.
Yes, Jessica? No, it's just like a normal scanner that you get with other RFD tags. Yes, Janet?
I didn't fully hear it.
So we actually will have activation codes that will connect you to a Bluetooth. Then you will be able to get your notifications. Does that answer your question?
So no, these are just options that we offer because, for instance, with the microchip, not every producer or owner necessarily wants to insert a microchip into their animal. And it's also just based on how active or maybe rough your animal is, what suits better, what's gonna withstand longer with them and whatever they are doing out in the pasture. So that is definitely something that if you weren't sure of, that we would help assist you with deciding on. Yes, they all work the same. It's just different forms of equipment to put on your animal.
Thank you.
Hey Ashley, you thirsty?
Hell yeah, I am.
Well, we got the service for you. Good afternoon, everybody. We are the Whiskey Wagon, where the trail meets the tap. Our business idea is a custom-built bar inside of 35-foot horse trailers, mobile to go anywhere. I'm Kaden Blackman, the marketing major.
I'm Sarah McClellan, the financial manager.
I'm Chase Hafner, the event coordinator.
So at the Whiskey Wagon, our vision is to create a one-of-a-kind Roman retreat where country music, cold drinks, and adventure come together in a horse trailer-inspired space, bringing the charm of the open trail to every gathering. Our mission is to deliver a premium bar experience that creates every event into a memorable celebration through quality, convenience, and creativity.
The Whiskey Wagon is a one-of-a-kind mobile bar specializing in delivering a rustic yet modern experience to Western weddings, events, and rodeos. A great thing about the Whiskey Wagon is that the trailer is actually customizable to any event. So if we're at a rodeo, it can be Western themed, and if we are at a wedding, it can be tailored to whatever the wedding theme is. Project need and loan allocation. So the Whiskey Wagon, we are going to need a $10,000 startup loan, and we will be allocating it accordingly. And with the leftover working capital, we will use it for our first event for liquor and any unexpected costs that may arise. We will also need to find a liquor supplier in the area, as well as we need to get our ProServe certificates so we can sell drinks and liquor.
So our market analysis. For our price, we're going to be pricing all of our drinks just at $5, an affordable cost. We figure it's a little bit cheaper than the regular bar you're going to be going to. That'll be for our house liquors, our beers, our coolers, and our seltzers. Next is our place. So just in our first year, we're going to be traveling within 500 kilometers of Vermilion, because this is our home base, just to get our brand awarenesses built around in this area. Next is our promotion. So we're going to be promoting via Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, as well as the website, just to stay on all the market trends. This is an example of one of our promotions right here. This is going to be going on our website, as well as all of our socials, just so we could build that brand, hopefully get some people calling us to come to their event. For our target market, as Chase mentioned before, something that's super cool about our product is that it's customizable to the theme or to the target demographic we're looking for. So if we want to go from that 18 to 24-year-old, we're going to be playing a little more some bumpin' tunes, get some energy going, maybe some Morgan Wallen, because that's what everybody listens to nowadays. We're going to have those drink specials suiting to that demographic, Or if we want to bring in an older demographic, like maybe that 40 to 60 range, we could slow down the music, maybe bring in some comfier chairs, fix that drink special to suit those needs, and maybe play some rock and roll Bon Jovi.
So we've completed a 3-year financial analysis. So in our first year, we plan to have cash inflows of $196,000 with cash outflows of $108,000. In our second and third years, they do look the same just because we felt that it would be more practical for us to operate doing 2 events a week on a Friday and a Saturday as opposed to 3 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This brings our net cash inflows for both years to $294,000 and our cash outflow to $196,000. This brings our net profit in our first year to $51,000 with an ROI of 164%. And in our second and third years, we have a net profit of $97,000 with an ROI of 283%.
Thank you for your time. Now, who needs a drink?
Justin?
Yeah, so the $5 a drink is currently based on buying just like the standard kind of house liquor, like we said. That leaves our profit margins of around 30%. So if they were wanting more high-end liquor, such as like Grey Goose or something like that, we would adjust our prices accordingly. Yes, Starla? Yes. Yes.
Yep. Oh, I actually own a trailer at home, so we were just going to take that trailer and. Yep.
Yes, Jessica? Well, due to being like based in Alberta, and we know that Alberta winters can be very harsh, and due to being out of a trailer, we do plan on kind of tailoring to like the wedding season and like during the summer, the spring, maybe into the fall. We had talked about maybe going down like south during the winter, but that would come later as we expand.
Thank you.
Everything's such a mess. The wedding is ruined. My decor, my flowers, and the bridal store even ruined my dress.
It's okay, everything will be fine. Just call Whiskey and Wildflowers Wedding Company.
Who are they?
Welcome, everyone. We are the founders of Whiskey and Wildflowers Wedding Company. We are an all-inclusive mobile wedding service that brings your wedding to any location, including decor, setup, and cleanup. Currently, we operate out of Edmonton and will be serving within a 200-kilometer radius of our home base.
We take the bride out of Bridezilla, offering the most seamless wedding opportunity so that you guys can focus on what matters most, each other. Now, let me introduce myself. I'm Ashley. I'm the finance coordinator.
I'm Florcha. I'm the decor coordinator.
And I'm Caitlin. I'm the manager. So for our project need, we require customer engagement and strategic sales with them. And then with our marketing, we require a strong social media presence and partnerships with vendors and venues. For our finances, we each put a personal investment in of $9,000, and then we had 2 loans, one of which was $60,000 for our tent for our summer weddings, and then the second one being $165,000 for our supplies, decorations, tables and chairs. For our customer demographic, we are seeking couples that are looking for simple, elegant, adventurous, stress-free, budget-friendly weddings.
For the marketing portion of our business, we really want to focus on the fact that we are an all-inclusive wedding service and bring everything to you, from decor to setup and cleanup. We are also very affordable, being 30% cheaper than a traditional wedding would be. We want to set up partnerships with catering companies, photography companies, and venue owners to help broaden our clientele and get our name out there. We will also put our service on online platforms like The Knot and Wedding Wire, and we will have a professionally designed website with an easy booking system with client testimonials and other wedding tips for your convenience. We will have social media platforms on Instagram and Facebook and use word of mouth marketing.
We did a 3-year financial analysis, and in year 1, we have a projected net loss of just a little more than $182,000. Moving into year 2, we have a projected net income of a little over $66,000, and in year 3, we have a projected income of a little over $511,000. Moving into our ROIs, in year 1, we have a projected ROI of 69%, and in year 2, we have a projected ROI of 524%, and in year 3, we have a projected ROI of 2,369%. When looking at these numbers, we took into consideration that we are a new and up-and-coming company. So in our first year, we are expected to have 1 to 2 weddings per year, per month, depending on the season. And in year 2, we are expected to have 2 to 3 weddings per month, depending on the season. And in year 4, we are expected to have 3 to 4 weddings per month, depending on the season. Now you may ask yourself, why choose us? We're mobile, we're stress-free, we're convenient, and we offer personalized one-on-one consultations. And I don't know what bride doesn't want the picture-perfect princess wedding, and what groom doesn't want to make his bride happy. Happy wife? Happy life. That's why you should choose our company for a wedding night you'll never forget. Thank you. Any questions? Yes, Justin. We offer kind of everything in between. You call us, we help you plan the wedding, and we bring in whether you need catering, photography, the tent, all that stuff. So we help you plan it, and we bring the supplies needed and set up and clean up the day of and or after. Does that answer your question?
Darla?
So we thought in the range of $35,000 to $45,000. This is based on like an average wedding size, because you can't really specify those type of numbers. But yeah, $35,000 to $45,000. Does this answer your question? 150 to 200 is what we thought an average size wedding would be.
Any more questions?
Geez, Cole, it really stinks in here today.
Yeah, it's really bad. I wonder what it could be.
My bad, guys. You know, it's just one of those days.
Well, geez, Maurice, if you try the new EcoTrof 1 additive from EcoTrof, it'd reduce your methane and make you smell better.
Yeah, Mo, you should definitely give it a try.
Never heard of it. Definitely will do.
Hi, everyone. My name's Alyssa Hughes, and I'm a supporting advisor at EcoTrof.
My name is Cole Teasdale, and I'm also a supporting advisor at EcoTrof.
And our other very brave lead advisor is Maurice Keistra.
So EcoTroff is a feed additive company based out of Vermilion, Alberta. Our goal is to enter the sustainable farming market by introducing our product, EcoTroff 1. We decided to choose Vermilion as it hosts Lakeland College, which brings students from across Canada and worldwide. We're hoping to put our product into their hands so they can see firsthand how it benefits them. We will be doing direct sales from our warehouse. We'll also have 2 salesmen running in Alberta and Ontario, as that is where we feel most sales will occur. And eventually we will have an online web store where we'll be able to sell all across North America.
So what is our product? EcoTroff 1 is a formulated additive that can be put into feed or water troughs, and it reduces methane emissions. It's also known as 3-NOP. So this can help farmers and ranchers begin to enhance their sustainability and marketability on their farms.
So for Project Need, we plan to acquire some startup capital to help make purchases for our equipment, warehouse, and chemicals to start making our product. We'll be renting out a warehouse for the first little bit just to help mitigate the building expenses. And we also plan to acquire a $50,000 startup loan and finance 2 trucks from the Chevrolet dealership here in Vermilion.
When it comes to our customers, we feel that the 2 top will be dairy farmers and feedlots. As they both use confined feeding as their main means to feed, it would be an easy integration for them to use our product. While we know that most farmers may be willing to use our product, there will be some that will be very hesitant, as they may see this just being useless or just a cow fart eliminator. However, we want to ensure farmers that it is way more than just a cow fart eliminator, and that our product actually promotes healthier rumens in your cattle, is going to help reduce your carbon footprint, and as a company, we will be advocating to both federal and provincial governments to have some sort of incentive and/or rebate program to help reduce the cost of our product. And because we know how much all farmers love the federal and provincial governments with their tax rates, this here is an amazing tax write-off for you to utilize.
So let's look at our operations plan. First, we research. Then our ingredients are sustainably sourced from trusted partners. We formulate with specialized equipment and ensure testing is done. Then EcoTroff 1 is packaged with sustainable materials that are recyclable, and our sales reps distribute the additive after this. We train farmers and provide 24/7 support and take all feedback very seriously.
So now we'll talk about marketing. So how do we stand out? Our transparent supply chain and affordable costs will help farmers adapt to sustainability. For product, we decided to make EcoTroff part of our main commitment to sustainable farming. For place, we're going to plan to focus our sales in Western Alberta and Ontario, as this is where most dairy farms are. The price, it'll cost 25 cents per cow a day. And for promotion, we'll do farmer-focused marketing, so we'll be teaming up with sustainability advocates to help influence others. And our profit margin is 2.5%. The 25 cents is what it costs per cow a day, and the 10 cents is what it costs us to make it.
When it comes to our finances, I did a profit projection for the next 3 years. In our first year, we have high expenses as we're just coming into the marketplace and have a lot to get going, but we still have a $30,000 profit with a 41% ROI. In our second year, we plan to sell to an additional 2,000 cows, bringing our profit up to $230,000 with a 21% ROI. In our third year, our profit jumps up to $570,000 with an ROI of 23%. This jump is because we increased the cost of our product by 10 cents to recover from a 10% increase in all of our expenses we forecasted. With a high profit, we also do plan on building a warehouse so we can eliminate some of the manufacturing process and bring it all into our own facility.
So why choose us, you may ask? At EcoTroff, we not only stand on sustainability, but also promoting livestock health. So that looks like promoting a healthy rumen. So this means efficiency in the cow's production. And we also look at affordability. Our cost is much less than other companies like us on the market.
So EcoTroff is committed to providing an innovative solution to help reduce methane emissions in livestock by helping farmers help their sustainability while keeping their efficiency. By adding our feed additive or our additive into water troughs and feed, we will help build a greener future for agriculture.
We would like to thank everyone for coming and now open the floor to any questions. Jackie? So we train our farmers specifically by when they make the sale, our sales representatives go to the farm for the delivery, and it's pretty much just looking at instructional based steps, if that makes sense.
So the question was, how are you going to profit by making this product? So this is basically, you'll start feeding this post-weaning basically. So that'll help the rumen development and make healthier, happier cows.
I'll just add to that too, we're hoping in the future to lobby governments to have that incentive, maybe have it fully paid off. And hopefully in the future it does make, maybe that means higher prices for dairy, but we can't quite tell that yet until we get it on the market. Darla? Mm-hmm. So it's the 3-NOP. It's a chemical compound. I'm pretty sure that's all that's made up of it. I don't know the whole scientific word off the top of my head. I would butcher it very badly. But yeah, 3-NOP, and it's actually called EcoTroph 1 is our product, and our company is EcoTroph, if that makes sense. Yeah, so there are similar products using the same compound on the market, and they are all FDA approved. We are FDA approved, and if that makes sense to that. Can you measure the reduction in greenhouse gas after you use this? Like as a farmer, I want to know if it's not creating direct profit from me. I now have something that I can say, and the dairy industry does a fantastic job with sustainability. They are leading the way on this. Can I measure and say I reduced greenhouse gas emissions because I used this product? Yeah, so for us as a company, like I said, we are focusing, like we may stand on sustainability platforms, but we focus on more so promoting health. So with this product, it's going to promote rumen health, which pretty much just equals out to the cows being more efficient in their milk production. So really, we're not looking to measure the methane reduction. It's just more what it's known for on the market, if that makes any sense.
Hey, did you remember to thaw out dinner tonight?
No, I don't. I think I forgot.
Oh, God. What were you going to do now?
I fired up for this barbecue food truck down the way.
Well, I'm pretty broke. What are we going to do? That sounds expensive.
No, I've heard it's a pretty good price point.
Well, if it's cheap, it can't be good.
Oh, no, there's been lots of recommendations to go there.
Oh, well, we better get going now.
Let's get going.
Well, here we're Fired Up Farms. We are a barbecue restaurant. My name is Matthew Miller. I'm a part owner. I'm in charge of the kitchen managing, and also human resources. And my two colleagues over here are.
I'm Ruth Lake. I'm part owner and financial manager.
I'm Colin Sim, and I'm in charge of operations and logistics manager.
So you may be asking what Fired Up Farms is. So we are a food truck that is dedicated to giving you delicious, quality, farm-to-table barbecue. And we're focusing ourselves on sustainability and deliciousness, as much as that sounds to be something that you don't hear too often these days. It may sound expensive, but we want to focus ourselves on going to local farmers in our area and bringing that meat to you in our area that we are focusing our food truck in.
For project need at Fired Up Farms, we are looking for support in the key areas of financing, marketing support, networking and partnerships, and customer growth. We are looking to expand our business as much as possible within the first 3 years, so having support in these areas will help us succeed in that mission. With any investments that we may receive, those funds will be allocated towards purchasing our truck, trailer, and kitchen equipment.
Our target demographic will be in urban areas, mostly. Our home base will be out of Edmonton, Alberta. And as long as we're traveling up and down Highway 2 and Highway 16, anywhere in there, we'll be traveling and going to fairs and rodeos and any other sort of event that could or may need food.
Within these events, we also do local catering. So if you have a business or event that you want catering to, you can contact us, and then we can go to your location and we can stop there for you. Next on, we have our menu, and we offer a wide variety of foods. Typically, we range in brisket, pulled pork, and burnt ends. Our brisket is smoked for over 12 hours using a brown sugar, a applesauce, and apple juice blend, so it's sweet and tangy. We also do a pulled pork recipe, which is 10 hours smoked. And then we also offer a wide range of products like sandwiches and tacos, either pulled pork or brisket. We do meat platters, so if you just want a big plate of meat, or we do barbecue poutine. And then we do snack plates and combos, so if you just want a rib or two or a handful of brisket. We also offer a wide variety of sides like mac and cheese, coleslaw, potato salad, and baked beans. And typically these products range from anywhere from $25 to about $10.
For our financials, in our first year, we will be making a combined owner contribution of $9,000, and we will be pulling out a $65,000 loan to spend on our truck, trailer, and kitchen equipment. And we are looking to be successful, as in our first year, our net income will be $44,516 with a return on investment of 37%. In our second year, our net income will be $63,064 with an ROI of 83%. And in our third year, our net income will be $74,536 with an ROI of 165%.
What sets us apart from the rest? Well, we offer barbecue meats at an affordable price. We have the ability to travel anywhere and everywhere within that radius of Edmonton. We also offer farm to table. So all of our meats and vegetables and everything that we need to prepare and make the food, we would get from local butcher shops, local greenhouses, and everything like that. For marketing, so our product is obviously smoked meats. Prices ranging anywhere from $15 to $20 per plate. For place, like I said before, our home base is Edmonton, Alberta, and we'll be traveling up and down Highway 2 and Highway 16, going to events along the way. For promotion, our truck and trailer will be wrapped, and we'll also be posting on social media and everywhere we might be in Edmonton or in small towns.
Within these small towns, we also post Facebook posts, social media posts, website posts, and we also go with local community members to deal with local people. Is there any questions from the audience? You up there in the back. So the question was, since this is a seasonal operation, how long do you think we can operate? Since we do catering events and we do local events, we feel like that we can widen that out from rather than summer to winter. So if there's a wedding or a banquet or a community event, we can spread that out a lot more. But typically, we expect our business to range from spring to end of fall. Typically, since all of us at the start are having our own businesses and putting our own money into it, we're typically thinking about 4 or 5 days a week.
Darla? So the question was if everything is going to be fully prepared beforehand or if everything's going to be prepared in the truck itself. So our plan is kind of to, on the day-to-day basis, we will have meat smoked like early in the morning, and then we'll be serving it throughout the day. And then if we have a catering event, then we will probably be serving more. So we'll probably have some things prepped the day ahead and have it just prepared beforehand. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, adding on to what Ruth said, legally we have to have a home operation. Legally we're classified as a meat hawker venue for the Alberta meat classification, so we do have to have a home operation, which is in Edmonton. No, we need to have permitting for each county, and that requires different permitting for each county, which we have applied and put into our financials for each district that we're going into.
Okay, we're halfway through our presentation, so I want to give you guys a little bit of a break. So if we meet back and start our second round of presentations right at 5, that gives you guys a couple minutes to stretch, walk around, and whatnot. Thank you.
I'm so busy and I have no time, and I just want my tractor washed.
Don't worry about that, Juna. I'll take care of that for you. Welcome, everybody. We are Field and Fleet. My name is Janaea, and this is my partner, Ahmed. So a little bit about us. We are an equipment washing service. We are for farmers, by farmers. We wash all sorts of stuff, combines, tractors, trailers, and all sorts of pull-behind implements. We also provide interior detailing, and we are open year-round. However, we do have seasonal highs and some seasonal lows.
As with any successful partnership, our partnership is broken up into a 50-50. As co-owner and manager, I overlook the legal work along with finances.
And then I am the other 50% of that business, and I am the assistant manager. I do a little bit more hands-on stuff. I train our employees, and then if we are really busy and we're falling behind, I come in and pick up the slack.
At Field and Fleet Wash, we strive to be the #1 wash within the county of Vermilion River. With both of our agricultural background, we know how hard it is. During that fall run, during those seeding and late nights, that's why we want to take just that one little thing off the farmer's plate. That's why we do it.
So we're going to give you some of our project needs. First, we have some internal, and then we have some external. Our top 3 internal needs are we need land and we need a building. And then our next one is we need working permits. So of course, we need to know where we can drain our dirty water. And then our next biggest one is we need to hire out some staff. As of right now, we're looking at hiring 3.
And of course, external project needs, we need your belief in our mission, along with any financial investments. And with both of our marketing backgrounds, we need somebody to provide those network connections to really bridge that gap.
So a little bit of our customers, as I said before, we are for farmers, by farmers. So of course, we're going to have some farmers, some ranchers, some equipment enthusiasts, hobbyists, and independent cattle haulers. A little bit about our marketing plan. Of course, we are our washing service. Our price, we have packages ranging from $300 to up towards $700. Alma's going to get into that in a little bit here. And then for promotions, our biggest one is word of mouth. We all are farmers here. We all know farmers love to talk at the local coffee shops, say what they found, one-up on each other. So that's going to be our biggest promotion. We, of course, are going to have flyers around town. That's because our demographic is going to be the older range, and so they'll be going to UFA, picking up some supplies, see our flyer, and then we're going to have radio ads once again because it is going to be an older demographic, bouncing around in the tractor, realizing how dirty they're getting disking up their field. They'll hear about us on the radio and be like, I should take my tractor there. And then we're going to have some social media just to reach that little younger demographic. This is an example of our flyer and one of our social media posts. And then for our place, we are located in Vermilion, just outside by the auction mart. And then in 3 years, we're hoping to be able to go mobile.
And Nathan, when you bring in your heavy farm equipment, we're going to offer you 1 of 4 packages, ranging from trailer liner, baler, combine, or tractor. Each of those packages are then split up into 1 of 3 levels, each level then having multiple features, such as detailing, complete washing, waxing, chain oiling. It's all tailored to your specific equipment. Then as we jump into finances, well, year 1, we have an ROI of 19%. That's with our general, as we have those seasonal highs and lows. Then in year 2, we're up a little bit, 22%. That's as we get those more clients. And as Jania mentioned, we're able to fill those 3 positions. Year 3, you must be wondering, well, they're down a little bit. We're still positive though, 14%. And that's because we're going mobile. Very exciting. Ooh, ah. Year 3, and that's why you see that little dip, but we're still positive because we're trying to go mobile. We're going to be truly on demand, bringing the equipment, washing the equipment while you're at your farm. You're going to bring your dirty equipment to us. Well, Juna?
Your tractor's done.
And you ain't farm fresh unless you're fleet ready. Thank you. opening up the floor to questions. Tyler? Good question, Tyler. The question was, when we do go mobile, how do we prevent all that chemical runoff that we're going to be using? Well, we plan to implement, although it is a future goal, we plan to implement a two-step sort of containment system where while we're washing, it's being diverted to like a containment system. And so you won't have that problem of chemicals leaching and stuff like that. Does that answer your question, Tyler?
And then just a little bit more on that, Tyler. I mean, farmers like to store their equipment in some cemented floor shops and stuff. If we have the ability, we will be washing on cement pads.
Darla.
Okay, so Darla asked why we decided to build a building and then go mobile. So we did talk about that. We just want to be able to build our customer base up before we do go mobile. Driving around to one or two customers isn't going to be very financial for us, so we wanted to get that customer base before we do decide to go mobile.
So we plan to have, the question was how many tractors do we plan to wash within the first year? The first year we have those seasonal highs and lows, so we're not planning just to do tractors. We kind of allocated it to be about a combine or tractor kind of a day. So tractor would take us 8 hours roughly to kind of wash in detail and have like one of your highest levels. Combine would take about 12 hours. So we kind of allocated, well, we can kind of figure out maybe 1 or 2 per day, and then per month, just kind of figuring out how that kind of would work. Does that answer your question?
Darla, for you, we always will have a discount.
Are you looking to get your thing detailed maybe, or?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh man, how am I going to be able to complete harvest with this leg injury?
Well, Colton, have you heard of Farm Relief?
Well, you called the right person. Farm Relief is dedicated to striving to help farms that are enduring a crisis. Hello, everybody. We are Farm Relief. My name's Carson. I'm from Saskatoon, and I am one of the 3 owners of Farm Relief. My roles within the company is the general manager and head of marketing.
My name is Paige Swain. I'm from the southwest corner of Manitoba. I'm a co-owner of Farm Relief as well as a field operations manager and customer support representative.
Hi, my name is Colton Boyko. I was born and raised on a farm just outside Lamont, Alberta. I'm also a co-owner of Farm Relief, and my job is director of finance.
So at Farm Relief, what do we do? So when a farm endures a natural disaster and say your shop falls on all of your equipment, we come in and we rescue those farms and supply them with the equipment that they need to do the tasks that are at hand. Also, if there's an important member of a operation and he has a health crisis, then we can supply the laborers that can do the jobs for them too. So for our project, what we will need is lots of sponsors and donations to purchase equipment. whether that's cash donation or equipment donations to do our tasks. Also, we're going to rely heavily on volunteers, hopefully with some experience operating farm machinery, but if not, we do provide a service where we will train employees that don't have any experience, that just want to come out and help save Canadian farms. Also, we're going to rely on hopefully partnering with large agriculture companies. We think this is a win-win for both us and big companies because we get funding for equipment and actual equipment, and they get a great free advertisement. Our website is going to be simple for farmers to use, but also engaging for farms that are in crisis will apply through our website. Also, volunteers that want to help will go through our website as well.
Customer ID. So our target audience will be farmers of any age who are facing challenges that will affect their operation. For our first year, we'll be focusing on smaller operations, limiting it to farms under 10,000 acres. By doing this, we can better manage our equipment and labor and ensure that our resources aren't all at one location at one time, so we can provide timely assistance to multiple other farms in need. Marketing. So we plan to connect with our customers through both digital and traditional marketing. We'll be using Facebook and Instagram to share our business and engage with our customers, as well as a well-designed website that has all our information and how we operate, as well as, like Carson said, volunteers can sign up on there and farmers can request help right from the website. We will also be featuring an article in the Western Producer, as well as attending trade shows throughout Alberta. We would also like to create a documentary that highlights our business and gives our customers a behind-the-scenes look at how we operate and what we do.
So what services do we provide? So the way that we figured it out is we will provide any service that is a need for a farm to be able to operate in the next year. So whether that is seeding, combining, spraying, fertilizing, or feeding, we will provide that service to make sure that a farm can survive and be able to operate the following year.
Yeah, so now to get into finances, we have 3 years worth of projections up on the screen there. For our first year, we're projecting to have somewhere around $67,000 in expenses. That just covers fuel, travel. We're going to be doing a lot of traveling to farmers in Alberta starting off. Just also gaining sponsorships and donations, going to businesses and trying to gain those. Revenue for first year is projected at $137,000. Just because, we're not going to be, our name won't be out there so much in the first year. We're going to try by traveling. In our year 2, our expenses are planned to be around that $80,000 mark, a little bit more traveling, maybe into a new province. Revenue for that year, just under $140,000. Our name should be out there a little bit by then. Should have a little bit more donations, a little bit more sponsorships. And for year 3, we're projected at having around $92,000 worth of expenses, well into Saskatchewan and maybe even Manitoba at that point. And then revenue for that year is planned around $155,000 because our name should be well within Saskatchewan and hopefully Manitoba by then. We'd like to say thank you, and we open up the floor to any questions.
Go over there first. Where do you guys expect to get your revenue from? So when we first start out, we're going to try to start small, but each of our owners are going to contribute $10,000 each, and then hopefully we'll be able to get the word around enough that either just normal everyday people will give us cash donations or large agriculture companies. Does that answer your question? I'll go to Darla first. Well, I would say that some big equipment dealers, whether that's John Deere, Case, or even other egg companies like Nutrien, something like that, any of those companies we can see being one of our partners in the future. Yeah, I think that would, we would definitely consider doing that for sure. We have talked about it, but it would all be depending of what area we would be in too. I'll go over here. Yeah, so we're not directly supplying farmers with our equipment and just letting them do whatever they want. We will be around and monitoring them in all operations when we supply the equipment. So especially when we want to do a YouTube documentary on the farms that we help, to get engagement with other people that might want to come help us too. So we'll be right there in the buddy's seat watching them, making sure that they're not wrecking the equipment.
Welcome, faculty, friends, family members, and fellow classmates. We are Vermilion Volt. My name is Cooper Trainer. I'm from Outlook, Saskatchewan, and I'm a second-year agriculture business student at Lakeland College. I'm the marketing specialist at Vermilion Volt. I do everything and anything related to marketing. I'm thrilled to be a part of Vermilion Volt and further contribute to the success of our company.
My name is Bryn Scoville. I'm a second-year agribusiness student from Coronation, Alberta, and I am the production advisor. In my role, I have to pick up the scooters and ensure that they're well maintained and fully charged.
I'm Kennedy Singer. I'm from Dutchess, Alberta. I'm a second-year agriculture business school student at Lakeland College. I'm the finance coordinator at Vermilion Volt. Whether this means doing cash flow statements, budgeting, I oversee all the day-to-day financials.
What do we offer? We offer convenient, easy, and affordable transportation for students, errand runners, and people that are just exploring the town. With our fleet of 5 electric scooters, we hope to change urban mobility and help eliminate parking and traffic stress.
For our mission and vision. For our mission, we provide affordable, convenient transportation for Vermilion. For electric scooters, we prioritize safety, innovation, and community engagement. We create a cleaner, smarter, and more connected community. And for our vision, we're efficient, reliable, and eco-friendly transportation. We reduce carbon footprint and promote affordable mobility and strengthen the community with everyday scooter use.
In order to ensure the success of Vermilion Volt, we require a few project needs. First, we require an initial startup cost of $52,000. This is to cover our truck, trailer, and scooter fleet. Next, we will work with a software developer to create a user-friendly app for our consumers. We will also need to raise awareness within the community to attract new users to our business. And lastly, we will work to build community and business partner relationships, specifically and hopefully Lakeland College.
Our customer demographic is those who are of 18 to 45, specifically focusing on the college students, as many don't have a license or access to a vehicle. And our customer ID works through our app, meaning that when you sign up, you are assigned a customer ID. This lets us know how long your riding our scooters for, and how often you purchase a ride from us. This lets us know what locations we should put the scooters in.
Our service will come at a cost of 35 cents a minute, and we will operate heavily through the months of April to October. Based on this, we did a 3-year financial projection. In year 1, our net income will be just over $7,000 with a return on investment of 27%. This is due to our initial startup cost. In year 2, our net income will be just under $82,000 with a return on investment of 860%. In year 3, our net income will be just over $126,000 with a return on investment of 1,345%.
At Vermilion Volt, we set aside 5% of our monthly income for marketing. We mainly use Instagram and Facebook. On Instagram, we use high-quality images, user content, and partner with influencers to help promote the use of our electric scooters. On Facebook, we run targeted ads, post updates, and engage with our customers daily.
You may ask yourself, why Vermilion Volt? Because we offer more than just transportation. We offer freedom, flexibility, and a sustainable community. With our eco-friendly model and pay-what-you-need pricing, this puts the power in your hands and makes green travel easily accessible for everybody in the community. Vermilion Volt, one ride, 0 emissions,
Get ready to plug in, power up, and create a more sustainable Vermilion with us. Thank you, and any questions? Yes, Justin? Based on our research, we didn't see any temperatures that affect this. It might kill your battery faster, so we'll be bringing them in more and switching batteries, but no, we did not find anything that said they did not work. So, yes, Darla? We don't specifically have like big influencers, but just students at Lakeland College who could rep our brand and help promote through their social medias.
Yes? Yes, there is insurance that you can get put on these scooters, so when they go missing or are damaged, that insurance will cover it for the repair or the replacement of that scooter. Does that answer your question?
We did not specifically see anything that stated they need winter tires. We have our mentor is from Bird facility in Edmonton, and he said that the scooters work throughout the time. He did say that they lose 10% of their fleet a month. So the nice thing about having your credit card linked to it is we know who last used it. So if it goes missing from that point on, then we can contact that customer and receive a refund. Yeah, I think that can be a problem. However, I don't know if we can't really mandate who's using it or not at certain times. You know, we don't know who's impaired or not, so yeah.
Oh no, what are we going to do? We have no place to graduate.
We've got the place for you guys. Introducing Rolling Hills Retreat. I'm Ashley McNaughton, the leader and manager.
I'm Gina Smith, and I'm the assistant.
I'm Kiara Kramer, and I'm in charge of setup and decorations. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Rolling Hills Retreat. Whether you're looking to plan a wedding, anniversary, corporate function, private celebration, or graduation, our venue is the perfect place for you. Our mission is to provide a vibrant, convenient, and welcoming atmosphere for all of our clients.
Launching an outdoor venue or retreat requires a few things for smooth operations, legal compliance, and great customer experience. Here are a few essentials for our project. Health, liquor, and fire safety are a few licenses we'll need to secure before opening our doors. Additionally, insurance is essential to protect our business, staff, and customers from any liabilities, including accidents, property damage, as well as decorations and supplies. And we will have an online booking system through our website that our customers will be able to check availability, make reservations, and process payments online, as well as help us manage schedules, deposits, and cancellations efficiently. We will also have guest facilities to make the best possible experience for our customers.
For marketing, our main strategy is going to be having a very strong digital presence. We will do this two ways, having a website and through social media. Shown here is a picture of our website. It will be easy to navigate for our customers and potential customers to look on and see if our venue would be the right fit for them. For social media, we will have multiple different customer testimonials and photos and videos of people who have had events at our venue, as well as just photos of the beautiful views that we have at our venue. This will expand our reach to people who would like to have our venue for their event. We are also going to be very community engaged because we are in such a small area that we will have events using local vendors and local businesses at our venue in order to get a positive image for the community around us. And our location is also very ideal for our marketing. We are located about 3 hours from Edmonton, 2 hours from Calgary, and an hour and a half from Red Deer. This is out of the way of all the cities, but still central enough that it is easy to travel to for any kind of event.
When thinking about who would book an outdoor venue or retreat, it is important to consider a wide range of potential customers. Our venue is designed to cater to various different groups looking for a unique and memorable experience. Weddings are a major driver of revenue for event venues. Our venue has the perfect setting, flexibility, and ability to host both ceremonies and receptions. Our venue is also perfect for birthdays, reunions, and graduations with customizable packages to fit different needs and budgets. With beautiful outdoor scenery and thoughtfully designed spaces, our venue is perfect for photo shoots, branding sessions, and video production.
Let's take a look at the financials. So Rolling Hills Retreat is actually a fully self-funded venture initially. We have an owner investment of $50,000 from each Kira and Juna, and my investment is actually the land and building that we will be using for our retreat, as it is owned by my family. This is just a look at our years 1 to 3 incomes. So obviously our income is quite high because we don't have the initial expense of having to purchase that land. We already have that as my owner investment, so our expenses are quite low. It's just the purchase of the decorations that we will need for initial setup. So as you can see here, we have a profit of just over $109,000 in our first year, and it is continually going up. And having a look at our return on investment, it is quite high as well and continuously increasing, starting at 109% in year 1 and going to just under 290% in year 3. This shows how our business will be successful and sustainable in the future.
By prioritizing our clients' needs and putting them first, we believe that'll build us a strong, trusted, and established name in the event industry for years to come. I would now like to open the floor for any questions.
Yep, Janet?
Is it just outdoor facilities, or do you have some indoor spaces that can be used in inclement weather?
So right now we have the outdoor venue is mostly for like weddings or those big events. We do provide camping upon request. There's no services, but you can camp there. And then we do have one building. It's about a 2,300 square foot house that we're going to change around the decorations a little bit and in the future possibly renovate. And then in year 3, we're also looking to get an expansion loan to create a fully indoor reception space so that you could have more events in the winter, because as of right now we have a really high peak season in the summer, and then it drops down to just those retreats that are mostly inside and maybe going out snowshoeing in the winter, but the weddings are mostly in the summer, which is where we get most of our revenue from. Does that answer your question? Yeah, Bevan? Oh. That's fair. Let me take that too. Okay. Yeah. The question was about accommodations and transportation from the wedding. So we do offer those. You can camp there if you'd like, and there is the indoor space for the bridal party to stay. And we don't offer it through ourselves, but through those business partnerships, there is a company out of Trochu. I'm not sure if it's about 20 minutes away from where we live, and they have a busing service that we've used. My cousin actually got married here, and we used the busing service for her wedding. So there is those possible partnerships for the future. Does that answer your question? Perfect. Darla? Yeah. Okay. So we do have those multiple different packages, and within the packages, it kind of depends on what you choose. So in some of our higher end packages, it will be obviously more expensive, but we can include partnerships with those different photographers. We also have a package that includes, if you wanted to do like a winter ceremony, about 10 minutes away there is a community hall, and we have inclusion with that in some of our higher end packages as well. So it depends if you're willing to pay for that for us to get that for you. If not, it would be up to you to find it yourself and bring in your own photographer. Any other questions? What is that? Press the...
17% of restaurants fail within their first year of operation. At Rotation Station, we believe that our ideals and our concept will help us to not become part of that statistic. Our restaurant is a concept of a restaurant located in Banff, Alberta. We will have a rotating menu and rotating themes month to month to keep the dining experience fresh and to keep people coming back to experience those new themes. My name is Tyler Hillier. I am from Camrose, Alberta, and I will be a part owner at 33%.
I'm Costin Eaton. I am the marketing coordinator from Lloydminster, Alberta, and I also have a 33% ownership.
My name's Chandler Lavasser. I'll be the general manager of our location, and I also own a 33% stake.
Okay, our project need. So our number one priority right now is finding a building to move into, as we are looking to rent in the heart of Banff. If a building was able to purchase, we would do that instead. But as of right now, we're looking to rent. And then along with that, opening a business and a restaurant comes with all the permits and licenses.
Here at Rotation Station, our vision is to become Banff's most innovative and dynamic bar, offering a unique and pleasurable experience through dining, creative drinks, and memorable experiences. Our mission is to provide an engaging space where locals and visitors alike can come back for new experiences. So our customer ID will mainly be looking for tourists and adventure seekers, foodies and experience-driven diners, locals looking for variety entertainment, specialist and event celebration groups, families, business networking groups, and people who are focused on holiday and seasonal events.
Our marketing, we broke it down into 4 main sectors. Target audience, starting it off. Banff is the #1 tourist city in Canada per Stats Canada, so we plan to target them mostly. Digital marketing, building a strong identity through our name, logo, and slogan. Seasonal marketing, creating seasonal menus for our hikers and skiers, and just basing the menus off that, and then obviously advertising and promotion, so Facebook, Instagram, and then just a solid website overall.
Taking a look at our sales now, what we project for our first year of operation. This is strictly based off of the research that we have conducted around the Banff area, contacting various restaurants and just general Google searches. Gave us a range of $25,000 to $37,000 per week for sales. So we based on that lower number of $25,000 just because we are a new startup company. We will not be seeing the traffic of that high end as we are starting. Once our name starts to get out there, we will hope to see that increase. Our cost of goods sold were calculated out at 41% of our sales. So that will just cover all of our bar costs, liquor, food, any kind of other bar stock that we may need. In our second year, we are projecting a 15% sales increase as our name becomes more known around the community and we start seeing people come in from other destinations to try our cuisine. In year number 3, we project a 10% increase from on top of that 15%. Oh goodness. Yeah, we are projecting a 10% increase on top of that 15% increase that we experienced. That will just be continually getting our name out there. We don't expect the same amount of increase as things will slow down and you tend not to see as large of increases when coming up on your third year. Just an overall overview of our finances. The first year we will be operating in a net negative at $80,000. Although our cash flow will be still in the positives at $79,000 and our owner's equity will sit around that $68,000 mark. In year 2, we are expecting our cash flow to get lower as our loan payments are scheduled for the year after we do receive the proceeds. Except we are operating in a net income now. We are not seeing that loss and our net income is expected to be $25,000. As we are building equity as well, and that is at $84,000 now. In year 3, our cash flow is expected to go up more as our debts are coming down. Our net income will increase as well just because of that sales increase. We have lost some expenses over the past 2 years as well from our startup, and our owner's equity will increase a little bit more. We will start to see our return on our investment coming in that third year mostly. The number that you'd like to see your restaurant above for that first year return on investment is 15%. So as you can see, we are at 28% in that first year, putting us well above what we would like to see. And in that second year, it will reduce a little bit just because of we're not investing more money into the business. We are expecting to operate solely off of revenue at this point. And we will see a large jump in year 3 as we are starting to ramp up. I would like to open the floor for some questions. Yep.
Janet?
Janet.
You're starting a business in Banff. What do you think the biggest challenge will be of starting a restaurant service business in that community?
The question was, what do we see as the biggest challenge of opening up a restaurant in the Banff community? We believe that probably finding a space to operate out of will be our biggest challenge. That just comes with the limited real estate there. It being a provincial park, there is more regulations around building, so it is a little bit tougher to build new. And we would like to find a space to rent out for our business to operate out of. Did that cover your question? Darla.
Yeah, that will be the entire menu every month along with a theme. No, no, since we will be doing seasonal end events, it's going to change throughout the seasons. It'll be still be the cheeseburger that you want. It'll just have a different style or spin on it.
Where do you grocery shop?
Do you know where that comes from?
Have you heard of the local shelf?
Good evening, Dragons. Today we present to you a business that bridges the gap between consumer and producer. I'm Rory Jeffries and I'm the sales manager.
I'm Justin Hafner and I'm head of shipping and receiving.
And I'm Hattie Holmes and I'm the business manager. Our vision at the local shelf is to create a thriving community market where local farms and artisans bring fresh, sustainable goods from their farms to our shelves, fostering connection, health, and community pride, as well as providing education on how their food is grown and created. Our mission is to create a vibrant hub that connects local producers with consumers, making it easier for homegrown products to reach home kitchens, bringing a sense of community and authenticity to every purchase or visit.
Our project need is to be able to bring our business to reality. This will be made possible through your help in networking and helping and marketing to help us gain brand recognition.
The local shelf is a farm-to-plate business that connects producers and consumers by selling homegrown beef, vegetables, and fruit. Our main focus is community engagement and sustainability. At the local shelf, we give farmers a way to share their stories and connect with consumers on a deeper level, creating thriving trust.
Now let's talk price. Shown here is a list of what we plan to sell each of our products for to achieve competitive pricing, balancing affordability and fair compensation for both producers and consumers. We plan to buy all of our beef on the rail straight from the farmers at a projected cost of $6.99 per pound. And then on all of our fruits and vegetables, we will be marking them up or taking a commission of 12% on them.
We chose St. Albert, Alberta as the average household income is about $162,000. With it being this high, St. Albert is more likely to support local businesses, producers, and markets. We will be located near other grocery stores, making it very convenient and accessible, and our target market is health-conscious consumers who care where their food comes from. Our main promotional strategy will be social media such as Instagram, where our customers can look at new offerings, sales, and we will have a website for browsing where our customers can browse and place orders, and we'll also share stories of our farmers on this website. And we'll focus on building a strong market with our social media and website.
Here you can see this is our return on investment. So we started off with each of us investing $5,000 and then we applied for a small business grant of $15,000. So we're totaling $30,000 cash to start with. In year one, we have an ROI of about 120%. Come year two, that moves up to about 210%. And come year three, we're sitting at about a 650% return on our investment. In this graph here, you can see our cash flow, net income, and equity. In the first year, you can see a bigger cash inflow. This is due to owner contributions. Our net income for the first year is about $26,000. We build up quite a bit of equity due to not having the need for a loan. Come year two, we're projecting a 50% increase in sales, but lower cash flow. Almost all of our cash flow is net income. You see this lower cash inflow because we don't have any more owner contributions. Our net income for the year is about $31,000. All of our equity built up came from last year's profit. Moving into year three, we are projecting a 100% increase in sales from year one to year three. This translates into about a $98,000 net income.
The local shelf is more than a market. It's a way to connect consumers with fresh local food and those who produce it. When you shop with us, you're part of something bigger. Together, let's make local the first choice. Thank you, and are there any questions? Yes, Bevan?
So the question was, what risks did we assess and what risk mitigation strategies are we going to input? So one of the big risks is producers actually working with us. So because they're pretty much our #1 supplier. Without them, we won't be able to work. And so basically what we're going to do is go out to producers, kind of give them a sales pitch as why they should be with us, and hopefully that works.
Yes, Janet?
St. Albert has a pretty vibrant farmers market in the summertime. Do you think that's going to create some challenges for you?
Being that we plan to operate year-round, we don't think that it's going to be a big competitor for us because we will build a strong customer base and we will always be there. So while in the summer it will take some clients away, but I don't think it's going to be a big risk. Yes, Darla? So a lot of our fruit, we've chosen fruit that will last longer, and we will be sourcing it out of BC, and then as well as we will be sourcing some of our vegetables out of Saskatchewan, where there's greenhouses that grow year-round, and then beef, of course, is year-round.
Also to add on that, on our cash flow statements, we have a higher increase in the summer months for vegetables as well. Thank you.
Some additional financial support would be really helpful right now, but I don't know how to fill out these grant applications, and I gotta get back to the farm and work.
Are you a busy farmer or rancher looking to grow your operation but no time to fill out the paperwork?
Introducing Wild Rose Agri-Grants, securing agriculture grant funding made simple.
We are an Alberta-based service which will offer grant research and grant application for customers. The process will start with an on-farm meeting where we will meet with the client and build a strong customer relationship. After this, we will then determine which grant fits the customer best. We will then apply for the grant and as well offer post-application support and communication. We envision a thriving Alberta agricultural industry where every farmer and rancher has the financial support to enhance productivity, adopt sustainable practices, and drive rural economic growth. Each team member will be a 33% owner of our business. As well, we will each have our own roles within the business and serve our respected areas. My name is Owen Gable. I will be serving the Westlock area, and I will be the team's traveling representative.
My name is Lexi Dietrich, and I will be servicing the Stettler area. I am also the digital marketing and the website lead.
I'm Hannah Fitchett. I'm the lawyer and accountant liaison, and I'll be servicing the Lloydminster area.
When looking at our customer ID, we will be mainly focusing on Alberta farmers and ranchers, mainly of the age at 25 and up, as this is the typical time when farmers buy and start their operations. We will also be seeking any clients that are interested in expanding their operations but lack the time to apply for the grants. In addition, we all grew up in the agriculture industry, so we have a very strong understanding of the busy lifestyle you live, with little to no time for additional projects outside of the farm.
We are searching for a $20,000 capital loan which will help us cover initial office supplies such as printers and laptops. As well, that loan will also go towards a grant writing course which the three of us will be taking. We will also need a one-time lawyer to help us draw up the initial contracts that we will be giving to our customers. As well, we will need an accountant to help us with our taxes as April is the beginning of our busy season.
When looking at our marketing plan, we will be posting regularly on our social media accounts, as well as Owen will be traveling to trade shows and conferences, communicating face-to-face with potential clients and gaining a stronger relationship. We will also be doing cold calls and calling any potential customers that are interested in our business and telling them what we do. We will be mainly focusing ourselves on promoting ourselves through our website, showing our vision and mission statement, a meet the team, and a strong overview of what our business overall offers. We will also have a page with any of the grants that we will be working to apply for, which all of these are funded through the Canadian and provincial government. Lastly, on our website, we will have a contact us page, trying to encourage clients to contact us via our Google form that will be linked.
So moving into pricing, we will be operating on a $30 per hour hourly rate. We anticipate that each grant will take us about 15 hours to complete. And then providing that our client receives the funding, we will charge additional 3% success-based price on the amount that they receive. However, if they are a repeat client, this will be lowered to 2.5%. During our first year of operations, we will be working to complete our grant writing course as well as beginning to help serve our clients. During this year, we foresee a net income of about $300,000 and an ROI of 1,436%. In the second year, we will be solely focused on helping our clients as well as beginning to expand into the Saskatchewan area around Lloydminster. During this year, we are anticipating a net income of about $400,000 and an ROI of 2,032%. In year 3, we will be hiring an additional grant writer to help us complete grant applications. During this year, we are anticipating a net income of about $500,000 and an ROI of 1,136%. Due to our net income being so high, we will also be pulling wages from this amount. The reason for us having such a high ROI is due to the little supplies needed to start up our company. Additionally, in year 5, we plan to open up an office in a central location in Alberta. This will allow us to better serve our clients and deepen our connections with them.
We hope to help your operation gain the funding required to adopt sustainable practices and enhance productivity. We'd now like to open the floor to any questions you may have.
Yes, Jessica? So that was based off research, and we also had a meeting with a guy who owns a company that does grant writing, not specifically agriculture related, and he helped us determine our pricing strategy. We also had some help from Jackie as well, who used to be a grant writer, so thanks to her.
Yes, Jackie? The question was, why is April the beginning of our busy season? And I will hand this off to Hannah.
April is our busy season, and this is around budget season, and this is typically when the grants come out.
Yes, Darla? The question was how to utilize our success stories and how to benefit off of them. And I'll answer that as the marketing lead. So we'll be posting on our social media, kind of just gaining our audience on kind of what we've succeeded in the past, and just showing them how it's benefited the other farms, and just trying to promote that in that kind of direction. And we'll also, future plans is to have on our website page just kind of all the people that we have past helped and what grants that they successfully gained. Does this answer your question?
Imagine a state-of-the-art facility that provides horse owners with year-round, safe, and comfortable care for their horses. Welcome to Prairie Winds Boarding and Indoor Arena. It's designed to meet the needs of horse owners who demand the best for their horse companions. I am Ella Hebert, and I will be the Vice President.
I'm Cody Chappell, I'm the barn manager.
And I'm Bri Ashton, I'm the founder and CEO of Prairie Winds. Here at Prairie Winds Indoor Boarding and Facility, we will house over 80 horses. 60 stalls will be available for inside. We will also have many services available, such as arena rentals, private and public events. We are also going to be home of the natural disaster relief program called the Safe Haven Program.
To get our project started, we're going to need a $1.5 million bank loan. For this loan, we're going to need a $300,000 down payment. This money will allow us to build our indoor arena, which is 120 foot by 210 foot, as well as 60 indoor stalls. When constructing this arena, we're not going to be using any wood. Instead, we're going to use concrete blocks and steel. This will reduce the amount of fire risk in our facility. This money also will allow us to build outdoor paddocks with automatic waterers, and we'll put solar panels on the roof of our facility where we can be power neutral.
For customers, customers include community members, clinic clients, long haul stays, Safe Haven clients, trainers, and horses in training. We are going to, as they said, the Safe Haven Relief Program. It's for all animals, basically. So cats, dogs, cows, horses, you name it, we'll take them in. Prairie Winds is in the countryside of Chipman, Alberta. There are no other riding greens close by, so it gives us a good advantage to draw in more customers that way from the local area.
Our Safe Haven program is very near and dear to our hearts. We all know someone or ourselves have been affected by natural disaster. This program will allow livestock owners or even pet owners to keep their animals at our facility in case of a natural disaster such as fire or a flood. This program is a cost-sharing program where the owner will be paying 40% of the animal's stay, the government will be paying 40%, and the additional 20% will be covered by charitable donations. This program does not just provide relief to people who have been affected by natural disaster, but it also increases our social licensing with our community members, as well as shows the industry we're trying to get involved in that we're willing to lend a hand when needed.
For marketing, our services start at $20, and our boarding starts at $350 a month. We are located outside of Chipman, Alberta, as this is where the land that we have acquired is located. Our promotion is we are the only facility of our kind in the area with the services that we provide, and we plan to show this through social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and our product is, of course, boarding facility and riding arena.
We broke our finances down for the first 3 years. It is broken down by income, cash inflows, expenses, and we will end off with our 3-year ending cash balance. In the first year, we have a cash inflow of just under $1.8 million. This includes loan contributions, personal contributions. Our expenses are sitting at just under $1.3 million, and that leaves us with a net profit of $188,000. Our ROI is sitting at 31% within the first year. In our second year, we have an income of just over $660,000. Our expenses come in at $547,000, and our net profit is $115,000, moving our ROI up to 960.25%. In the third year, we increased our numbers in sales provided. We increased our number in horse boarding. This means that our cash inflow is just under $900,000, or just over, sorry. And then following our expenses, we're looking at just over $600 and some thousand. This leaves us a net profit of $324,000. Closing out in our year 3 cash balance, we are left with $868,664.
Why you should choose us? You should choose us because we offer the perfect combination of care, comfort, and convenience. We have spacious stalls so your horse always has enough room when they're staying with us. We have expert and well-trained staff, a safe and well-maintained environment, top-notch riding arena, and personalized care and attention to each and every single one of our customers' horses.
We all know every horse owner believes that their horse is a unicorn, and here at Prairie Winds, we're willing to treat them as such. Thank you for your time, and now we'd like to open the floor up to any questions.
Shustin? For the Safe Haven program? Okay, so for the Safe Haven program, if we're opening up to cattle producers, we can house up to 350 cattle. They would be put in separate pens and fed either silage or hay. Horse-wise, if we're catering to equine facilities that needed to be evacuated or any other producers, we can house up to 150 horses. Dogs and cats just depends on the amount of stalls and kennels that get donated, I guess, and any facilities that we can bring in. Darla? Yes, so $20 is basically your haul-in for a wash bay, farrier stands. It would go towards like arena rentals if you wanted to come in for an hour and ride your horse. That's just the basic of starting at 20. It goes up from there. Yeah, so if you're boarding monthly indoor private pen, it's $1,050. That's including GST. If you're boarding private outside, it is $850. And then if you're boarding inside semi-private, it's $950. Yes, so with the Safe Haven program, we actually have an additional 160 acres provided by the personal contributions.
Man, I'm glad those exams are done. That was really stressful. I could use a beer and some wings, I think.
Yeah, we should, but where are we gonna go? I don't want to make wings at the dorm.
Hey guys, I know the place for you. There's a new bar that just opened up on Main Street. I heard that they're having a event night, something like live music. You should go check it out. It's called the Barnyard Bar and Eatery. Hello everyone. Today we're going to be going over our business plan for the Barnyard Bar and Eatery with you. My name's Isabel Haladich. I'm the Products and Services Manager, as well as the HR Coordinator.
I'm Aaron Vernoy. I'm the finance lead.
I'm Nathan Waterfield, and I'm the marketing lead.
So to get started, the Barnyard Bar and Eatery is a restaurant and bar located in Ridgetown, Ontario. We have structured our business to serve two main customer bases, which are students and farming families, and Nathan will touch on this a little further in a bit. We will set up the bar to be a little more fun and have a more social atmosphere during the winter seasons in order to cater to those college students, and then we will shift into a more family-friendly restaurant in the summer, and then we will also have our unique catering service during the summer months, which will deliver hot and fresh cooked meals directly to farmers who are working in the fields so that they can still eat without taking a break from the work that needs to get done. In addition to that, we also have private room rentals at the restaurant, and then we have entertainment and community engagement, which we will accomplish this through fun nights such as karaoke or live music or seasonal events, perhaps pumpkin carving or an Easter event. Our mission at the Barnyard Bar and Eatery is to unite Ridgetown's students, farmers, and locals with great food, drinks, and an overall welcoming atmosphere, whether this is at the restaurant itself or in the farmers' fields. And the vision that we have for our business is to be the go-to spot in Ridgetown for food, fun, and community, where students are able to come and make lasting memories and families are able to feel at home, while farmers are also enjoying a well-earned break. The Barnyard is more than just a bar. It is a place for connection and hospitality.
Since the Barnyard is located in a lively college and farming town with a population of around 3,000 people, we have great ability to connect and engage with students, farmers, and community members. We will do this by hosting special student nights throughout the school year. While the students are away, we will turn our attention towards the farmers and community members. To start our business, we have a few major requirements. The first one being that we will need to purchase property on Main Street in Ridgetown. We will build our restaurant there, and then we will need to find and purchase bar and kitchen equipment, as well as a catering delivery vehicle. All of this will be covered with a loan of just under $1.1 million. Our main strategy of marketing will be on social media to target our younger demographic of customers. Secondly, we will be using billboard ad placements entering and exiting the town to target our older demographic. Lastly, we hope that everybody has such a great experience at the barnyard that they will spread the word.
So if you look up on the screen here, we have a visual of an Instagram post that we'll be making for a karaoke night to try to spread the word and bring students in or even locals. And then beside that, we have a poster visual that we will be printing and putting up around the town and around the college in order to spread the word while we're opening up that there's a new bar in town and have people want to come visit us.
Moving into our finances, for the first year, we're projecting to have a net income of $40,000. That's with paying each of us $40,000 each as owner of the withdrawals. Moving into the second year, we project an increase in sales as the catering service gets more popular around the town. We don't actually project too much growth within the winter months just because it's the only college bar in town, so there won't be too much of an increase from year 1 to year 2 because the students will be looking for something either way. We're the similar amount of net income. That's just because we are paying each other $20,000 each more. And then moving into year 3, we project another jump because our catering vehicle loan will expire after year 2, and we project just to have more sales within our catering service and with local community members throughout the summer. Moving into our return on investment, in year 1, we're projecting 14%, fairly low to start off, but we just have a very high input cost to build everything and a lot of supplies in the first year. We project a jump to 20% in year 2, just because we're going to have more people in throughout the whole year. And the jump in year 3 to 23%, we project that just because we have the loan expiring and just projecting more people coming into the bar. I'd like to thank you to everybody for coming. I hope both students and community members alike will enjoy our services and connecting with other people within the college and having good meals to the field every single day. Thank you. Any questions? It's University of Guelph Ridgetown campus. It's a campus that's owned by the University of Guelph, but it's similar to a school like this, like an ag-focused college. Darla? Yes. It'll be open year-round to everybody. We're just doing our marketing and events towards more for them. So throughout the day, it'll still be a family restaurant throughout the whole day, but just after hours will be more of a like clubby kind of bar. Up top. They say in the first year you need around a 15% ROI. So ours is sitting right around there. It's a little bit below. I project just because we have a higher input cost to start, because we're buying our land and building our building instead of renting or buying an existing building. Luke? That's a good question. I find farming wives are very good at making their meals, but sometimes they're just as busy helping on the farm too. They're running tractors and they're also busy, so we can help out with the real busy seasons. Throughout the year, we project different months having different amount of customers. Like throughout your planting season, you're going to have more, and then we're going to drop down kind of in your growing season when you would have a farm wife to be able to do that.
Izzy, you really need to inspect this cheese.
Yeah, this looks like really bad cheese. This is our third batch of bad cheese that we've supplied for the barnyard.
Yeah, this is really gross.
We got the cheese for you. We present you Moo and Brew Cheesery.
Hello, I'm Madison Hines. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, and I will be our marketing manager.
I'm Camden Rochford. I'm from Vermilion, and I'll be our financial manager.
I'm Sam Lichtensteiger, and I'm from Listowel, Ontario, and I'm the production manager.
At Moo and Brew, we offer high-quality selection of cheese using milk sourced directly off Sam's family farm, B&J Lichtensteiger Farms, and we also offer educational tours of our production facility.
To start up our business, we have each decided to invest $30,000, equaling the $90,000 up here, and we will also be asking for a $150,000 loan to follow the covering costs. First, we will need to renovate the shop on Sam's farm to produce our production facility and our storefront, which will be about $50,000. Our equipment will be around $103,000. Our startup ingredients are $20,000, and then the storefront equipment will be around $5,000. And our first year of marketing, we have budgeted $2,500.
For our target customers, we're targeting residents and farmers from the ages of 25 to 65, mainly the moms and the wives of the household, as they are the ones grocery shopping. We're also targeting primary education students, hoping that the schools will bring them on field trips of our facility, and we're supplying cheese for the Listowel and surrounding areas.
Moo and Brew Cheesery will be offering 4 different types of cheeses, 2 being more of an aged type of cheese, and the other 2 more of a fresh type of cheese.
For our promotions, we will be utilizing social media campaigns like giveaways and also collaborating with other local businesses. And we will be attending local festivals and markets to interact with the locals as well. And then we'll be opening our doors every first Saturday of the month for cheese tastings.
As I said before, we are located directly on B&J Lichtensteiger Farms, which is located near Listowel, Ontario. We will intend to participate in local events and farmers markets to engage in our community. We're also partnering with 3 local grocery stores.
On the quality of the cheese, and we will also be providing tours of the production facility for about $25 a person.
So for our financials for our first 3 years, our ROI on year 1 is 71% with a net income of $118,246. In year 2, we're hoping to increase our sales, bringing our ROI up to 126% with our net income of $315,186. In year 3, we're hoping to boost our tours to 3 days a week, offering them Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, boosting our ROI to 134% and our net income to $337,128.
We appreciate your time and attention, and we believe that we have a strong business plan for long-term success. Now, So we source all of our ingredients from locals, and so it helps with our the cost of delivery of all of it, and we also don't have the large cost of going for milk delivery since we are on farm.
How will being on farm affect the original dairy operation?
Sam, do you want to answer this question?
Repeat that, please.
So you're bringing a dairy onto your own farm. How will it affect your original dairy operation with milk output?
Well, actually, I don't think it'll affect it at all because you're, well, producing cheese on a dairy farm and you're actually making more money.
Jackie? So our employees will be trained properly to go through the production facility to not contaminate anything with the people coming in and out. And so our facility will be designed specifically to include our tours there.
To add on to that, we will also be, we'll have biosecurity measures as a dairy farm should, and that's one reason to, yeah. No more questions.
Yes, Darla? So I will pass this question over to our financial manager, Camden.
So yeah, in our first year, most of our cheese we're hoping to sell at least 40 blocks to each grocery store a week. And then in our storefront, 1 block of each per week from our storefront. And we have looked at expanding into restaurants, but that's kind of later down the road.
All right, thank you everyone. Please join me in thanking everyone again, the second year Ag Business students did a really good job, so please everyone give yourselves a round of applause. This is true. Also, a very special thank you to all of the students that participated in doing the skits and volunteering to help the second years give that wow factor and wild card to their presentations. Most of you guys were very brave to do that, so we appreciate that. Thank you to you as well. Yes. And then lastly, just thank you to all the guests that we have here today. Janet, I see you. Thank you for coming, and everyone else. We do have a little kind of mixer planned at Spurs at 6:30? 6:30? Unfortunately, not free lunch. Kian is, I guess, buying everyone drinks. So please do come and have a little celebration with us. We will be awarding the first, second, third prizes, or takes the cake, piece of the pie, and outside the box from our judges as well. So we'll be doing that at Spurs shortly around 6:30. Anything else you want to add? Okay, cool. Thank you, everyone.